ClaretsTV speaking to Championship manager Robbie Simpson after the win here against Yeovil. Robbie, a really good 3 points.
It was. I thought that it was a very good game of football, and I turned around to Mickey and Drewy after the first 10 minutes, and I was like, oof, this is a top-level game of football from both sides, really, moving the ball really quickly. Both teams structurally looked great, and it had the makings of a real top quality game of football. The weather tried its best to ruin that, but I'm so proud of our players and so pleased for them. We spoke about how we wanted to be defensively today, first and foremost, against the best side in the league, and staying on that note to limit them to next to no chances. I think the only one really where we looked a bit open and a bit, the only moment where we looked like we were vulnerable, Finn's cleared it off the line. I don't know how he's got there, but that was unbelievable. But other than that moment, we felt pretty safe. They had the offside goal, but if they're offside, it's offside. So it was a good line from us, actually. And our defensive display today was the real foundation for us to play well, and we did. We played really attractive football in the first half, created a couple of really good opportunities without scoring. We probably had less of the play or less chances in the second half, other than when they were going for it. And when it was 0-0, we probably had less chances, but we were clinical with the one chance we got. And Charlie again he sniffs out where that ball might drop in the box. You know, he's on the move, and that's what good goal scorers always do. They're always on the move in the box and somehow get to that ball first, and it's squirmed in the corner again, just like Tuesday for him.
They passed it around really well, as you'd expect, but we were really disciplined, sort of out possession, and then we created probably the two best chances of the first half, especially that one right at the end when Jermaine's gone through.
Yeah, and I think part of them having the ball was us wanting them to be honest with you. We wanted to try, and we felt like one of our biggest attacking threats today would be on the transition, when they maybe go a bit expansive and we can force them into tight areas, nick it, and then our explosive players like Jermaine, when he got in for that chance at the end of the first half, for example, would benefit from that. So, but we played some good stuff ourselves and kept the ball really well. Like when we also said when we had possession, let's keep it, and we knew that they were going to sit in and let us have it, which they did, and that's what made it a really good top-level game of football, I thought. And I do feel like we definitely deserved the victory. I thought we were the better team today.
And it was good build-up play for our goal, but the game was quality. The goal maybe a little bit scrappy the way it went over the line, but I suppose in a game like today, you don't mind how the 1-0 happened.
Any game, not just today, any game, I don't care how the ball goes over. Like I say, it was a good bit of play anyway, and keeping the ball alive, being on the front foot, anticipating where the ball might drop. Quality-wise, it was good. It was, yeah, I feel like I love those type of goals, to be honest with you. I love them just as much as his second goal on Tuesday, to be honest, because it just shows you're doing the right things, thinking the right thing, at the right time, in the right space, on the move. I love all those little fundamentals.
Yeah, and yeah, we had to ride out some pressure, but I don't think Henry Gray was particularly stretched in the game. They had a few flashes across the box, shot wide from distance, and a goal disallowed, but we were pretty comfortable. More than most games, we think it's 1-0.
Yeah, well, they changed first and brought on Fisher up top, which changed their game, really. It changed their game, and obviously we then maybe took a little while to adapt to their change in play, and that's when they created their chance that Finn cleared off the line, and we then knew that we had to change to not only negate that, but there was different ways for us to get joy, and it wasn't too long after our sub that we scored, so I'm pleased that happened, obviously, as a manager. But yeah, obviously they dealt their hand first because they felt like we were on top, and then they had their spell and they're on top, and we played our cards and luckily got not luckily, but we got the goal that we deserved. And then after that, it was about us making sure that we were solid and not conceding. but also trying to carry a threat. Like Odie's almost got the second goal for us there, and he's kind of key to that when we play like that because of his pace, and especially with having to take Jermaine off, he was key to that. So yeah, it was a really good. A good game of football that we had to think, we had to adapt. We showed a bit of everything, I think. I'm just really pleased.
And what sort of victory, I suppose, is that for the club? I think Yeovil have only lost 5 times now in the league this season, so just beat a club of the magnitude of Yeovil in this division, and we're up to second now. I suppose, what's that victory for you?
It means nothing. It means nothing. To be honest, I just said it to them in there. We've got a real focus about us of what we expect of each other and how many points and wins we expect to get, and we're not there yet. After we reach that expectation, which obviously I hope we do reach that expectation, we'll then look on from there to a points tally we might have targeted when we all got together. So yeah, this victory is nice, but it's no different to the victory at Hemel on Tuesday, and we've got a tough fixture on this Tuesday away at Farnborough. Yeah,
well, looking forward to that one. We've won today. Big games coming up. I think we've got to play almost all of the playoff sides at home, and a trip to Farnborough Tuesday.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it again. We need to rest up. We need to forget about this game now. It's done. Well, I say forget about it. I always want our players to celebrate victory. So tonight they can celebrate and enjoy it and reflect on it. But come waking up tomorrow, we'll be fully focused on Farnborough. And I hope the fans do the same. I hope they really enjoy the fact that we played really well today and got a victory against the best side in the league. But then get behind us on Tuesday. Get down there and get behind us Tuesday, because we need them. I thought they were fantastic today, because Yeovil were always going to bring a good loud following. They're top of the league by a long way, travelling numbers, make a lot of noise, and I couldn't really hear them over our fans, and there was a big contingent of our fans today making a lot of noise. So well done to them. They played their part in the victory.
Okay, we'll see them, and we'll see you on Tuesday at Farnborough.
Thank you.